Hey folks, it's Brian here at West Davidson Public Library, and I'm back for another Geek Talk. Today I'm going to talk about The Amazing Spider-Man Edge of Spider-Verse. This is a 5-part story from 2014. It was originally a 5-issue limited series that was produced by various artists and writers. It tells the separate stories of 5 different versions of Spider-Man from alternate universes. It was inspired by the last couple of episodes of Spider-Man the Animated Series, where a bunch of alternate universe versions of Spider-Man teamed up to fight supervillains. This all may sound very familiar if you've seen the movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That excellent movie was inspired by this comic book story. And while these stories don't feature Miles Morales, the main character from the excellent movie, it does have stories with 3 people you saw in that movie. It has Spider-Man Noir, it has Penny Parker, and it has the Gwen Stacy version of Spider-Woman, who was also featured in that movie. It has 2 other versions who didn't appear in the movie, and one of them, once you read the story, you will know why he was not featured in the movie. But if you were a fan of that movie, or a Spider-Man fan in general, I highly recommend reading this. It's 5 very different, very interesting stories. And it is appropriate for teen and older readers. I will give the slight caveat that one of the 5 stories is a science fiction horror story, so keep that in mind. If you're not a fan of that sort of thing, you might not want to read that particular story. But it was a lot of fun, and I highly recommend reading it. It led into the Spider-Verse story arc that went throughout Spider-Man comics for a while, which I'm using this to finally read that story. Starting with this one. You can find this story on ncdigital.overdrive.com. You can also find it on the Libby app. And once you've given it a read, let us know in the comments below what you thought of Edge of Spider-Verse. Thank you for watching again, and this is Brian on Geek Talk.
Hello everyone, this is Wendy from West Davidson Public Library. Thank you for joining me once again on my Geek Talk. On today's talk, we will be taking a look at a different graphic novel. Let's begin. Have you never felt special? Are there days where you just feel invisible to everyone around you? Then you will be able to empathize with the main character of this novel. Captain Nobody was written by Dean Pitchford and was published in 2009. In the novel, we meet Newt, who has always lived in the shadow of his football star brother Chris, in a household where both parents are always working. Newt's life is about to be turned upside down when his brother is knocked into a coma, and everything starts to change for him when his friends insist that they make their own Halloween costumes to help keep Newt's mind off of things. Using some of Chris's old oversized clothes, he creates his best costume ever, Captain Nobody. This novel combines action, humor, and family drama all in one. It's a novel that is recommended for all ages, and it's a good read for the whole family. Like all of the novels on my Geek Talk, you can read Captain Nobody by downloading the Libby app or by going to North Carolina Digital Library at ncdigital.overdrive.com. I'm happy you could join me today. See you next time.